Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review of Aku no Hana, chapter 48, entitled "The Corpse of a Loved One is Wrapped Up." Now, I actually tried to do this as a live reaction review, but for some reason the webcam capture video fucked up, and I lost the video, so now I have to do this all over again, except not as a live reaction, because I already had my live reaction. Now it's just as a regular review, of course, but it should be shorter because the other video was like 27 minutes long, I think. It was crazy. Something like that, but yeah. So this chapter was really interesting, although there was a few things that pissed me off, which I'll talk about later on, but basically it involves Kasuga going back to his hometown with his parents without Tokiwa, like she wanted, but they do text back and forth though, because Tokyo obviously understands that his grandfather collapsed, and actually his grandfather dies in this chapter. Alright. Now, while at the hospital, and when they get there, they head straight to the hospital, and the next day, I think it is, or maybe later that day, whatever, they head to like his funeral wake. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be. Those are basically the only locations in the game, along with, or in the game, wow, in the chapter, along with the them being on the road for a little bit longer yet. Alright, but now here's what pissed me off in this chapter, right? Kasuga meets this real douchebag kid who they do not give a name in this chapter. I'm not sure if he's been in the series before or not. Alright. And he's a real douchebag. Right? I'm not sure if he was old friends with Kasuga or arch enemies or whatever, I don't know, but or maybe a family member, I don't know, but basically he's a real douchebag. And basically, after they leave the hospital room, after Kasuga's grandfather's passing, which they also whom they also don't give a name in the chapter for some reason, there's a few things he says that pisses me off. First off, he said, "Why didn't you first off, he said everyone is blaming Kasuga for his grandfather's death. Alright, they didn't say anything, but everyone came to that conclusion. Okay, there's the first thing. How in the holy mother of fuck was it Kasuga's death or fault that his grandfather died? Now they attempt to explain that, but it doesn't really work out too well. Basically, he says something along, they weren't his exact words, but basically he says something along the lines of, he was so ashamed of you that he didn't even want to see you before his passing. Alright. And it's like, so by that line right there, I'm led to believe that it was because of that incident that happened before the time skip with Nakamura and whatnot. Alright, and I'll get to that in a second and rant about that, but first, he also says, why didn't you apologize in the hospital room? First off, he has nothing to apologize about. I mean, in my personal opinion anyways, because even if that did somehow cause him to go ill because of embarrassment, or because of what happened, because of his grandson disappointing him so much, which I think that actually is possible, very rare, but still possible though. Even if that did happen, it wasn't his intention, damn it, so therefore, he had nothing to apologize about. He should only have to apologize if it was his intention, and later on, you know, saw the error of his ways or whatnot, so to speak, and then apologizes. So even if that's the case, it was not his intention, so he shouldn't have to apologize for fucking anything, okay? Secondly, like, really? That would be the explanation? It's just so fucking stupid. Alright, and apparently he's the laughingstock of the disgrace of the town now. It's like, all he was doing was siding with a girl who he felt back then that he loved. Alright, that's all he was doing. How the fuck that would cause provided that's what they're talking about. It could be something completely different, I don't know, but But that's what they're talking about. Like, excuse me, how could the fuck did that cause Kasuga's grandfather's death and whatnot? And it's not, it can't be his fault. Like, was there a whole section of the manga that I didn't read or something, or a whole section that I read but don't remember for some reason? Like, what the fuck? That's my biggest problem with this chapter. I mean, maybe this will be explained that later on, or it fucking better be explained later on, or I'll be pissed as all shit, alright? So, now I got that ranting out of the way. What do I think of this chapter? I really like this chapter. It just pissed me off. Same with the series. I really love this series. It just pisses me off a lot, alright? Also, at the end of the chapter, Kasuga meets Kinoshita at the wake or funeral, whatever the hell it was, which I believe was Saeki's old friend from a few years ago before the time skip in the series. So that'll be really interesting too to see what she can say to Kasuga next. So basically, I am highly looking forward to the next chapter. This one just pissed me off, okay, a little bit, but I still really liked it. But there's still so many fucking questions. I wouldn't imagine that we'd meet Saeki there, because I believe I think she did move to or someplace near where Kasuga moved, which is where she found her boyfriend and whatnot, and yada yada yada. So I wouldn't imagine that we'd meet Saeki there, but you know what? I'm not even going to fucking jinx it, because chances are we probably will, because this manga just likes to do shit like that for no reason at all. So anyways, I'm going to end this right now. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, this review, guys. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.